Hi, I'm Ajane.
And I'm Jackie.
And we are back with To the Edge of the Sky, Phase 3, Part 2, I think? Something like that, yes. Last time we met 3.
Yeah.
So if you haven't seen that, make sure you go check out that video. Mm-hmm. Also, just in case you guys aren't aware, we have some other videos. We have Mystic Destiny's Echoes going on. You don't have to have played Mystic Destiny's Serendipity of Aeons to enjoy that video. Mm-hmm. And right now, Mystic Destiny's Echoes is the game that I'm currently working on, so it's not available anywhere besides PC, yeah, on itch.io. So if you'd like to, go check that out. And then there's also, we have a couple of BTS videos, and we're gonna do more where we just kind of talk and make vaguely intellectual discussion about whatever's going on in the fandom. And then finally, we're going to be playing Final Fantasy VII Remake soon. So if you like hot guys and action and JRPGs, and even if you don't like that, you might find it entertaining, because obviously it's a really popular game series for a reason. So make sure to go check all that out. So I have up here the achievements on Steam that you can get. I don't know if everyone's aware of them, because it came to Steam like only a couple months ago, and the game's like a year or two old, kind of, sort of. Because I just finished it, but it went on so long. So I just wanted to show the achievements that you get on Steam. Yeah, April 4th, obviously, that's when I was testing.
Yeah.
So Through the Eyes of a Sniper.
Through the eyes of a sniper.
And To Noctune. If you haven't seen To Noctune Light, you're missing an integral part of life.
You are not living if you've not heard To Noctune.
And then there is Not Gonna Call You Poppy. So that actually is a song title, I believe. Yeah. And then one of our fans, shout out to Ada, she started calling Aid Poppy because he's he's Latino. So I'm not gonna talk anymore about that. Moving on. The Friend Zone. You wanted Six as your partner.
Wanted him.
Obviously, this was obvious because it feels like you're stuck in a friend zone with Six. But as a side note to that, I didn't want y'all to be stuck in a friend zone. It just ended up being Six was kind of adopted by me. He wasn't mine originally, so I can't take responsibility for however he was written, but towards the end of the game he ended up being mine. And at that point he had already established a certain kind of personality, a certain kind of distance with Seven, so I didn't want to force that character to be suddenly it's chokehold,
wrestling down. Suddenly exactly. You are now friends.
you're in love with her. So it's I did everything I could to get Six closer, but it's still basically low-key, high-key friend zone. And then 5 is Everything Will Always Be Alright When We Go Shopping. I'll probably put a little clip of the song, 15-second clip of the song in the video, but it's actually a song reference to a Bare Naked Ladies song, and it's just this really upbeat shopping song that it's just pink and rainbows at the mall.
Get in, loser, we're going shopping.
It's low key about capitalism, but high key it's a fun song. So 007 Special, that's obvious.
If you know
if you yeah, exactly, if you played that scene. We haven't played it yet in the game.
I love 3's face in that icon.
Why?
Because it's so close up, but then it's I just saw your picture and I was in it. It looks like he's really hitting on you.
I mean, he is. The funny thing is that's his default expression, and it's just I think that's his HD. I have a really, really, really big HD file of his face. Not all of them, but that artist Diaz, he gave me a couple of really huge 6,000 by 6,000 ones of just the face, because he only had done the face because the bodies were done by Adia. So that one, I think I just opened it real quick, and it doesn't have glasses because Adia is the one who drew the glasses. So
that is so funny.
Devastate
your heart.
Yeah, that one's obvious. It's cheesy, it's cringy. I'm sorry, but not sorry. Now 10.
You should have listened.
Yes. That's a reference to Endgame, chapter 4 or 5, I think. Yeah, they have 5 maybe? No, it's 4. With Dr. Sadiq, and a bad ending there.
My daughter.
And also, it's also a reference to 4, to be honest, because 4 is stay there, don't help me. And you're like, I want to help. That's the only way you can get that achievement. So then access granted. Use the 7. Her promotional image, which was done by Mijin, which is a different artist than the in-game artist, and I love that picture. I love how it came out. It came out awesome. 7 looks so great.
It's awesome.
I drew it on the table, the scribble, and yeah, like somehow Mijin was like, no, this is clear. So
so funny.
That was my contribution. Operation Phoenix has cute little Zero from Mijin's picture. Looking up, and I had Zero be there because I can't remember why. Well, he was the kind of main, like he was kind of designed to be like the sub main character, so that's why Zero was there. Doesn't mean you have to date him. Not saying there's any preference for that, like just like in terms of storyline. Liberate. Let's see, that goes all the way up from chapter 7 to chapter 1. So we have 7 Sprite. I got lazy, ran out of pictures. We have the pictures of, these are also drawn by Mijin, of all of the operatives.
And the promotional?
And from the promotional image, which I haven't really even released that whole image yet. And then we have Aftermath and Resurgence and Mission Accepted, which are all Kairos people. So like, low key, high key, once again, they all ended up like people of color, and I just wasn't even intentional. Like when I'm looking at it all next, they all look like a family or something. They're not all related. So
not all of them are related.
But Icarus was actually a generic NPC that was drawn by one of the first artists, and he was just supposed to be a throwaway, and I was like, no. With that face. I was like, no. So then like she like made him into like a proper character, like gave him a proper outfit and stuff.
With that face.
I was like, yeah. And
honestly,
so I rescued him.
How is that gonna be generic? Like that'll look like a generic guy.
I don't know what happened there. He just ended up looking like a model. I think it was based off some sort of model, and I think it just went terribly right. So I was like, no, I'm rescuing you for being murdered. And then, of course, Priestess and Artemis are based off us, who are not actually blood related. We just look like this.
Yeah, we just look like this.
All right, let's get into the game. Today, we are going to meet 5 and 8. So leave a like if you actually are excited about that. Also, I want to know, between 5 and 8, which one are you? Are you team 5 or team 8? Which one are you?
Team 5. I am in team 5. Choose team 5 if you want to go shopping.
So show us in the comments. I'm not even going to say what team 8 is then, if that is shopping. You know, not going to say that. Choose
Team 8 has a cat. Team 5 goes shopping.
Okay. I mean, so you get a sunshine boy, you know, with long, flowing, curly locks, who has the Hawaiian spirit within him, Hawaiian and Korean apparently. So, and then you get like the Latino, he's mixed, Latino, 8, who's like that. So, like whatever that means, he's like that. He's just very specific kind of person. Like I don't know what it is, but he's just like, he's his very own person. So let us know in the comments which one you prefer. And
leave an S in your comment, like a capital S or whatever in your comment, if you are a seeker. Want to see my seeker squad?
So that'll be our class of the video.
Class of the video.
I would say class Seekers. Of the day, I guess. Okay,
alrighty,
so
time to start.
Yes, 10 minutes in. Let's go.
I went to the very sudden and very loud static in my ear. Operatives be warned, the Kairos infiltration seems to be larger than expected. All over.
You bring it up.
All over? The message cuts off with only that, and we all look at each other. 9 is the one to speak. Silence. He doesn't say anything as he looks over towards the Kairos airship. So, this is a large-scale rebellion. Yes, I believe that Kairos is attacking in more places than just here right now. It's impossible to put out fires everywhere. What do you mean by rebellion? What does Kairos want anyway? What they want is nothing less than the destruction of Phantasm. What? Why? I'm not entirely certain. It'd be good if I could talk to them and understand better. 9 exhales slowly, deeply, and looks back at us.
See, he said he wasn't entirely certain. He didn't say he ain't know nothing at all. I'm just saying he didn't say it.
Certain.
He's like, I just want to know the reasons.
Boy.
It's not that I don't see no reasons. It's just I want to know the reasons.
Boy, you know. 9 exhales slowly, deeply, in his soul, and looks back at us. Let's check out the airship. Let's go, guys. We'll bring the fight to Kairos. They wanted a fight, they gonna get a fight. Stepping inside the airship, we quickly find out it's completely empty. I've never been in one before, so I have to keep my mouth from falling open in wonder. Also, we stole this from FaZe. It says FaZe up there.
I can't remember. Like, because I remember designing this. So I remember, like, trying to design this freaking hallway with the... This is from the developer that did the... Not the developer, the artist that did the actual inside of... You know, like, in the Path of Olivia with the flowers. So I forgot he did this one, too. But I remember having some sort of difficulties with this. So I don't really remember. It's like bad times. It's just like overlaid memes on top of overlaid memes in my memory. But I don't remember, like, there was a thought process to why that says FaZe.
Okay. All right. I also have to resist the urge to go off exploring like a tourist. Listen,
like,
you know that feeling. when you go somewhere, you're like, oh, this is nice. All right, we gotta pull it in. We gotta pull it in, Everin. We can look later. All right. We move through the hallways quickly and quietly. At one point, 3 glances at me. Hey, back there. When that woman was choking me. Thanks for helping me out. Of course. Isn't that what teammates are supposed to do? True, but you reacted so fast even though we hadn't met. I'm grateful.
Because, you know, if you hadn't, he would have got sliced in the throat. So, like, random fact. I'm sure OG players remember, but he used to have bandages around his neck if you messed up. But, like, when we redid everything, like, I completely forgot to ask for new bandages. So he just doesn't. It's just like, use your imagination now. It makes me sad.
Aw. She had that knife. I was afraid what would happen if I didn't. Being an operative can be pretty scary, huh?
I could probably edit some bandages on there if I really wanted to. I just don't have time for it.
That's true, but thanks to you, nothing happened. So why worry about it? I guess that's one way to look at things. 3 and I end our little conversation with me being faintly surprised at his happy-go-lucky nature.
Because you don't look like it to her.
We continue to move through the large airship towards the front where the controls should be. Wherever we look, though, the place is just empty. As we reach the cockpit, we hear voices and cautiously approach.
This place was also done by the same guy. He did, like, really, like, pretty much anything that was, like, super sci-fi, super futuristic. I was like, please do this. And he did it really easily, and it just came out really nice. This is one of my favorite backgrounds, period.
It is really nice.
It was also, well, I won't spoil that, I suppose. It could happen. Never mind. Ha 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 ha.
Alright, you can click. What we find upon entering is completely unexpected. 2 FaZe operatives
I'm sorry, Five.
Oh no, 5! 2 FaZe operatives are there with who I assume is the pilot. They stand on either side of her seats.
This is random.
They're like...
But your nose looks kind of like 8's. Because I'm looking at your screen. Like, are you an 8 related?
I sure hope not. My grandma's from Spain, though, and it's
I mean,
like,
he's from Spain.
So,
all right, so he's basically your like great grandson or something, or
grandson.
not your great grandson, but
Cousin.
your great like
my cousin third removed.
It could be your one of your brother's children's children.
Awful.
Yeah,
Gross.
they went wrong.
Gross.
No, I was kidding. I'm kidding. Okay,
I'm
stands don't come after me.
I'm joking, guys. They stand on either side of her seat. That hair. I remember seeing their dossiers. This must be 5 and 8. I don't know much about the 2 or what they can do, but so I follow the rest of the team's lead. We silently wait by the entrance, out of the pilot's line of sight. She looks so harassed.
She is.
Please, just take us there. You must think I'm an idiot. No, you're my friend now. We would never think that about you. We just want to spend some time with you. Is that so bad? 8 leans down closer to her. His eyes glow faintly. be fun. Fun. The pilot's voice grows soft and faint. 8's voice becomes gentle to match hers. Yes. So, as friends, we just want to know more about you. See what kind of place you live in. This time, I can see the faint glow of 5's eyes. But it's more than that. His skin itself begins to grow paler.
Another thing we used to have was that his skin actually did grow paler. This is, again, just something I could actually fix that, but director's cut wasn't funded.
Is that a side effect of his Augs? I want to see Kairos. Can you show us? Show you. We heard it's beautiful there. It's full of plants and water, right? Ours only has them in the gardens.
I was like high-key actually excited. He's just like, let's go.
Yes, it's beautiful. I really want to see. Showing beautiful things to beautiful people. That sounds nice, doesn't it? Whatever is happening, the pilot's now nodding along happily to everything they say.
Concerned. Just like, what is happening?
Okay, I'll take you with me. I can even show you my favorite place in the base.
She would literally be like,
pilot.
the minute they stepped in there, like Cairo, exactly.
Knock her out. Thank you, you're the best. 8 finally diverts his attention to us. You can come out now. The pilot looks confused for a moment, but 8 smiles at her as we show ourselves. Don't worry, these are our friends. And our friends are your friends too. You're safe with us.
Lie.
The pilot nods and settles into her seat. Poor pilot, man.
We can finally see 5.
5 immediately moves to stand in front of me. Hi, 7. He sticks his hand out. I'm 5. I'm really excited.
I was like, which hand? Oh my gosh. Most likely that would be exactly how he shook her hand. Yeah.
It was like scarf is just like flapping around. A bit taken aback by this energetic man, I start to shake his hand. And then instead he gives mine a squeeze of both hands. Alright, so he does this instead. 8 steps closer to standing next to 5.
That's so delicate.
I mean,
I'm sorry.
It's like look, he's all big and stuff, but then he's just like
squeeze.
8 steps closer, leaving the pilot to her, the poor pilot.
Yeah, she's fine. She's driving.
We driving. Hi, I'm 8, and me too. It's a pleasure. Staring at these 2 men, I start to feel bad for the pilot and having been under their persuasive onslaught.
So, like, time out for a sec. I want to talk about their character design since they're, like, both on screen. First of all, let me go with 5. 5's, I think he's obvious. I think 5's character design is obvious. But you know what? I think he gave me the most trouble. I remember him giving me the most trouble out of everybody in the game.
Wow.
Because it's so far outside of my personal range of taste. Even though like the end result wasn't really as far, it was like hard for me to think about what would somebody who was very warm and like, but also like fabulous, you know, like, cause I'm like pretty much the opposite. I like pastels. I like cool colors. I like vibrant colors too, but like basically it's like the colors I like are on a cooler side of the spectrum. So I wasn't used to at this point doing any kind of warm colors, and then like look at 5. He's like fire. His hair is fiery and warm and gold, and like I was just like, wow, how do I do this? And then like his personality is pretty much the opposite of mine. He's outgoing, he's warm, he's soft, he's kind of like childish. So I was like, oh my gosh, like I felt really over my head. And the original outfit when he was inspired by Tay originally was just like an orange and like shirt. It was just like a shirt, and like I wasn't happy with his hair. And because it was like this gray, it was like white gray. And the thing is, I like they were like, oh, what do you think we should do his hair? And I like it just wasn't coming to me, so I just said like maybe this. And then they did it, and I was like, I don't really like it. Doesn't feel right. So when we had a chance to redo all of the characters, that's when I like finally kind of like found my stride. And that hair length specifically actually came from Dominique Dow Art. She drew him with a different lengths of hair, and they all look so good, like long, short, it didn't matter, but like I really like that because I think it was really cute. That length is really cute.
I think I still have. I think I still have the picture of the
Right.
different hair lengths saved on my phone.
If I have it, I'll put it in the video, like right here. But basically, I'm really happy with his design, but it was very difficult. Also, his pants, you can't see them here, but they're like wraps around, like they're like leather straps wrapped around. So, because I wanted something unique. So it was like, how do you go futuristic but warm? That was the hard part. How do you go luxurious but cute and warm? So it was very difficult. I really like his necklace. His necklace was supposed to be kind of like those, like, you know, like the puka shells,
Yeah.
but like I replaced it with the futuristic shifter thing.
Yeah.
So 8. I wanted to talk about 8 real quick because he's so controversial. Like when he came out, like maybe not everyone knows this. I'm sure a lot of people remember it. It was like on fire. I don't know why. 8 was originally inspired before he became this incarnation. His original character art was inspired by G-Man. And so I don't know. People had different ideas of what they saw him to be. And when I changed his outfit, he was actually still on G-Man's face. Like, it was a different character. So, like, that's why people had such violent reactions, I guess. Because a lot of people are like, oh, no, G-Man is so cute. Like, why would you do that to him? You are a terrible person. And it's like, even, like, regardless of whatever you think about his personality, the outfit had to do with the story. So, he's a siren. He seduces people. And he's in the future, so those were my main things. Like, he needs to look seductive, he needs to look futuristic, and then, like, even on his belt, Peitho is actually a Greek goddess, and like a persuasion and stuff. So, like, everything was supposed to look like alluring. So, like, that was my thought. But like, people like really, some people are like left the fandom. They just like hate. They're like, why would you do that? And it's just. Wow, like it was so bad that the original artist who did the art for me, he did it off my design. I designed every part of that, so I take responsibility for that. He was like, do you want me to change it? Like, do you want me to change this art? Because I've seen that. He's like, I looked on your Twitter and I saw how bad it is, and I just don't want you getting hate. And I was like, that's really sweet. Thank you so much. He was like, I'll do it free of charge. And I was like, no, like it's not. It's what I want. It's perfect. Like, we're not changing. I don't care what anyone says. It's what I want for the story I want to tell. And the story of 8 still to this day hasn't been told yet. So there's still, by the end of everything, if I continue to write To the Edge of the Sky, you'll understand why his design elements are like they are. So people just didn't want to wait. I don't understand why it was controversial, because they act like they put him in like a loincloth. But it just ended up being that way.
I don't know.
But I really like his design. It was very difficult.
It looks classy, honestly. Like, for what it is, it actually does look pretty classy.
Thank you. So, because I tried to keep it, you know, like I could have just taken off the shirt and done whatever, you know, like that would have been a simple way out. But it based it off the Greek toga. So, like, that little swoop there goes off that. And then, like, obviously, like, mesh and fishnet and all that stuff, you know, it was supposed to show him off while still giving him a covered appearance. And the choker, I'm not going to describe everything because some of it has to do with his stuff, but the glasses are the only things that I was just like, these look cool. I was like, he needs something extra, and I was like, these look good.
Oh yeah, I forgot he has like piercings.
Yeah, he has piercings and like the little dangle earring that BTS made so popular. So it's like, I'm really happy with his design. It was my most unique design, I think, to date. So let's continue.
Their charisma is so powerful, I can almost feel it. It's like palatable in the air. Me too. I'm really happy to meet you guys as well. I mean, excited? Nice to meet you. I hope we can work well together. I'm certain we will. Let's work hard. 8 turns to the men with me that I had almost forgotten about.
We all forgot about them.
I'm glad to see you guys. You're able to get intel that Kairos is empty right now. This pilot is waiting to take us there, if you want to go. Willing, huh? Amusement dances in Six's eyes when he asks. Now she is. 5 turns to the pilot. They're our friends, so they're coming too. Well, okay. The more the merrier, right?
It's poor woman.
Exactly, it's poor woman. I was so concerned. 8's eyes flit over to the group as if looking for someone. Communications have been down, so we couldn't talk to anyone. Where's 4? He got shot during an encounter with Icarus. The two operatives remain silent at the news. They look so upset. Don't worry, guys. He'll be fine. The medical team will make sure he's back up before we know it. No one wants to say her name.
Yeah.
No one wants to say her name.
It's also because, like, he didn't want to let them know that he was left in Dr. Park's hands.
No one likes that. Anyway, I don't want to miss the opportunity to infiltrate Kairos, but I can't feel comfortable with leaving FaZe like this. I think 5 and 8 were right to set this up. We need to take this opportunity to eliminate the enemy for good and stop this rebellion at its core. I want to go too, but we can't just leave FaZe when we're being attacked. Throughout the conversation, I find myself watching 9. He seems to be carefully listening to everyone's opinion and weighing the options in his mind. Hey, 9. 9's attention snaps to me. What do you think we should do? We can split up. Have half the team go back and help the other operatives back at FaZe, and suddenly a voice comes on over our comms loud and clear. You can all go. Phantom Beta is in control of the situation. Everyone looks shocked at the voice. The comms were iffy at best before they went down completely. Status report 10. Phantom Beta is pushing back the enemy, and we've restored communications, as you can hear for yourself. There's no need to waste time squabbling. If you got an opening to strike at Kairos, take it and end this shit. You're certain? Do you really think that Phantom Alpha is so special that their presence would make or break a situation like this? Or do you just think that all those trained operatives are useless if Alpha isn't there to hold their hand? Stop wasting time and go do your damn jobs. Just don't get your asses killed. 10 out.
It's like, if any of you have ever seen Avatar The Last Airbender, like there's this like part where like Katara and Sokka, like I don't remember what she was saying, but I know at the end, like after she says what she has to say, she's like Water Tribe.
Yeah,
like they were like Water Tribe, and then like just like
she was like, and it was like Water Tribe.
So it's just like the same sassiness, just like out.
Zero and I share an astonished look at what just happened. Whatever the rest of the team's real reactions are, they hide them well.
Like,
so they're like,
those two are shocked. They are not shocked because they know 10 and 9's dynamic. So those two are new to the team. So they're like, oh, someone just talked to, yeah. They're like shocked. They're like, I can't believe someone just talked to 9 like that. What the heck? They don't know 10 at all.
Boy, there you
well,
go.
He probably knows 10. Zero probably knows 10 of 10, but like not like 10. Didn't know 10.
9 quickly recovers and puts on his
Got to put on your sunglasses of security, of confidence, make yourself feel better after that burn.
Right? You heard 10. Let's go. We'll trust in our comrades to take care of HQ.
I mean, real talk though, that the sunglasses are his way of getting his head in the game.
Yep. Nods and murmurs of agreement resound throughout the space. Let's do our best, everyone. Of course we will. 9 gestures to 5. Tell your friend we're ready. 5 walks to the pilot's chair and smiles down at her. Can we go to your house now? Yes, just finished the systems check. Ready to go. Prepare for takeoff. As I find the nearest seat, my mind wanders. The leader of Phantom Beta. There seems to be many interesting people in FaZe. I hope I can hold my own against such a high caliber of professionals. The airship vibrates slightly. I feel the world shift beneath my feet as we set off for Kairos headquarters.
Alright, for this video, I think that's a good place to stop.
Yeah.
So, I know there was less gameplay and a lot of like commentary, but hopefully you guys enjoyed knowing some of that stuff. I have no idea if you guys do, but leave a like on the video if you did enjoy some of the stuff that you learned. And again, remember to tell us if you are Team 8 or
Team 5.
Right. So again, make sure to subscribe and be on the lookout for the next video. Bye.